Hi and welcome, it's Fran again. We're going to be talking today about living a purposeful life, and that's really what we need to think about because that's why we're here. So, how do you live a purposeful life when you have come out of a traumatic situation or maybe still ongoing in a traumatic situation? How do we live a purposeful life? For some of you, you may just be, you may be a single parent. And you may have a kind of amicable relationship with your ex, but still there are troubles. Some people may be coming out of a highly toxic relationship or having left a really toxic relationship and not being able to fulfill their personal needs or find a life purpose. And I think the hardest time possibly for you to find your life purpose and feel like you're living a purposeful life is when you're alienated from your children and you're not seeing them, because your children are the source of your purposeful life. That's it. So I'm going to go over a few kind of key points, just 6 quick points for us to think about in more depth, to try to kind of expand your head and make you feel more settled. So the first one I would say is aligning with your beliefs and values. And I think, how do we find out what our beliefs and values are when generally we're in a state of mind where they've been stripped from us and you may not know who you are. So really sit and think about what that is to you. So make a list of things that you value, and things that you believe and that are important to you, and really sort of study those. Obviously, the top ones that come out may be your ex-partner, which you haven't managed to break free from. You're also going to have your children on there as a list of value, connected with your values. So I think point 2 is, what do you care about? What do you really care about? So strip everything away. What really, really, really matters to you? And again, obviously relationships that you've left that may be painful are going to matter to you. You're going to be in a state of confusion, possibly in denial, maybe angry, depending on the point that you're at. So try to recognize the things that you really care about. So going forward, this is because you still have to make this life yours and you need to own your time. This time is for you to think about you. So make a list of all the things that you really, really care about. What is really important to you? Which leads me on to the next point, point 3. Try not to overthink anything. Do not worry about being a failure. We all fail at different things, and failure just makes us stronger, and it's a kind of essential part of life. But don't worry ever about not doing anything because you think you're going to fail, because if you think like that, the chances are maybe you're not going to put your 100% into it, and I think that's what you need to do. I think it'd be really helpful for you to do that. Do not worry about being a failure, and try to be content with something. Try and show gratitude and be content with something, no matter how small, because the more you could be content, the more likely you are to be grateful and to be settled. And then you start to get back your sense of self. 4, be positive. This is really, really, really hard to do sometimes, but just try. Find comfort in your friends and family who are going to encourage you. At the end of the day, it's down to you to feel positive and be positive, because the more positive you feel about everything, the better you will feel. So I'm specifically talking about emotions. Try to be positive with your emotions. If you have a really dark day and you're feeling your emotions are taking over you, and obviously that's going to cloud the rest of your day, try to take yourself away in a nice space, meditate, walk in nature, do that kind of thing. So always try to think positively with your emotions, and for every negative thought you have, you can actually spin it on its head and try to find something positive out of that, because there is a lot of positive. We just, as human beings, need to look for it. Number 5, always trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. Instinctively, a lot of people who have been in narcissistic relationships or other types of toxic relationships have always had those little alarm bells, little red flags that people have ignored. So try not to ignore that. Trust your own judgment. Trust yourself. You are a human being and your kind of radar is getting stronger. So trust the feelings that you have about people. Trust your own judgment in making decisions. Stop doubting yourself. Just stop doubting yourself. Just flourish. And 6, always try to empower somebody who is maybe struggling more than you. Just try to lift up other people, and that may give you a sense of self. So I hope you like these quick sort of punchy ideas that I've thrown around there. I hope they're useful to you. Please like and subscribe, just in case I have some new videos coming up that you can hear. So if that's something that you think is useful to you, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.